Good day, good people. It's Stephanie. Welcome back to the channel if you are returning, and welcome if you are new. Thanks for joining me. In today's video, I want to share and talk about what's been going on since we've been in 2026 for almost 2 complete months now. I don't know about you, but it's been going pretty well. It wasn't a rough start or anything like that. But right now, I feel a little overwhelmed. And I mean that by way of just life in general, things going on, day to day issues, going to work and such. Overwhelmed, just a lot going on. But I'm good. I did just want to share that. How are you guys doing? Let me know in the comments, please. Just want to check in on you. But again, today I'm just here to talk about my planners and journals and just do a quick flip through and share what's working and what needs a little bit more attention. And I'm going to start there. With regards to needing more attention, this poor traveler's notebook. However, I do know that this is my whenever, anytime, when I feel like it type of journal, notebook, planner. Honestly, I'm not sure what I call it. I jump in and out of it all the time. It's more just how I feel. And I'm okay with that. So, in looking at this weekly, I started, jumped out, jumped back in, and this is the current week that we are on. I have this insert in here, and then I have two other just graph grid rather inserts. This one I name my jotter, and that's exactly what I do. I just use it to jot down certain things, nothing major or important. And then this journal, or excuse me, this insert, I've used it once when I went and actually cafe journaled with a girlfriend. So that's all that I have in here right now. I have some stickers, my pencil board, my folder, and then another folder to just carry the things I like that I may want to use at any given time. So, can't blame the traveler's notebook, have to blame me for not doing, I can't say that. It's not a matter of not doing my job. I jump in and out of this one when I feel like it. So, I guess that's just a reflection of how I've been feeling. Okay. Then, of course, we have my purse planner. And you guys know it just stays in my purse. But I do try to at least put stickers on each day. This is January. This is also a planner where some days I write more than others. Some days I may not jot anything down at all. But I do enjoy having this. And I have to say, though, for me, when it comes to this one, I have to be intentional about putting the stickers on each day. Because, see, like, I didn't put anything here. And then I jumped back over. So I say all of that to say, yeah, it's my purse planner, and yes, it's with me every day. But even with that, sometimes I just have to be intentional about what I do and my uses for it. So there we go with that one. Next is my Paper Republic. You guys know I use this as my think book, and it is just that. There's really nothing to flip through here. It's not decorated. I don't use any stickers or anything. I simply use pen to paper. But I have just been beating this up, and I'm not sure if I like that. I don't mind it having some character, but I think I need to be a little more careful because she is not that old. She's not even, she might be 2 months old, if that, and she has been beaten up already. But I am enjoying it, and that's what I got it for. So no complaints there. Okay, I'm gonna scoot these over and come to my ink journal. Now, believe it or not, y'all, I think I've been having the most fun in my pen and ink journal. And if you have not seen the video dedicated specifically to this journal, please go ahead and check that out when you get a chance. Excuse me, but again, I think I've been having the most fun in this so far. I've already shared most of it with you, so I'm just going to flip through. This is where I place stickers from orders. And remember, I was definitely inspired by my friend Julia here. And Julia, congratulations again on your new pen. But I was definitely inspired by her, and Karina loves to plan for the different parts and elements that I have put in the planner or in this journal, specifically here. I got this from Julia. I thought that was an excellent idea. These are shows that, these aren't all the shows, of course, but these are shows that I may personally want to attend or have already purchased tickets to attend. Like, for example, next month is the Atlanta Pen Show. I really, really plan to attend that. I wrote down Little Craft Fest. I went last year. I'm not going to go this year. I do plan to go to the Chicago Pen Show in May, and I plan to go to the Triangle Pen Show because I can drive to that one as well as I can drive to Atlanta. I already have my tickets for Stationery Fest. Very, very excited for that. And then San Fran and Orlando are all could be's. San Fran, probably not, because I thought that this was the same pen show as the one that's going on this week. And I realized they call that the California Pen Show, and I'm new to all of this and who is called what or which show is where and that type of thing. So I assumed that San Fran was the all over California, and it is not. So I probably will not be doing that. But at any rate, here are my intentions for pens. I have a wish list that hadn't really grown, which is fine. I have a few pen plans, but I'm going to take some more time and really think about that and have some more things to add. I have my pen acquisitions for the year. I think this is a pretty long list already. I might need to slow my roll, even though these five were technically the very end of December. I still count them as 2026. But then here down is all 2026 so far. And I do need to slow my roll. And that's just me saying that for me. And for me to also take time to enjoy what I already have and not always looking for the next thing. So that's what that is. I have definitely been on a bottled ink purchasing buy, and I don't know why. I mean, I do know why. I'm just curious, and I love all the inks, but I don't need them. So there are a few that I have purchased. I have some here on the desk with me. Here's a pack of samples, but then here's the SD Sugar Plum because I did get the purple pen out of that Bestie set, but bought both of the Bestie inks. Why? I'm not sure. Bought both of the inks, even though I'm not a pink girl, but this pink is pretty. And then I bought the purple. And then there's some other inks on the desk here, but they are listed here. And like I said, I've just been having a good time with this journal. And then these are just some extra blank pages for whatever's going to come up. Then there. Slow down, Stephanie, and speak. So here we have January currently inked. You guys have seen that. And I like that I have put what's happening in the month behind the month instead of flipping back and forth. So basically, I've set this up for what happens within a given month. So these are the pen and ink pairings for that month. I played around with some choices for specific pens. Here, I was looking for the right shade for one of my Zodiac pens called Frosty Sangria. I played with some Birmingham Pen Company inks, another ink splat to match a pen, and that's what happened in January. So the next section has started with February, and these were my currently inks that I recorded. I played around with Ackerman inks. I got my hands on a few samples of those. And then I did another ink splot where I was trying to decide between one of my pens, which color I wanted to put in it. I ultimately went with the red. And then here was another ink splat I wanted to play around with. And here are a few of the pen and ink pairings for February. A part 2 of the Birmingham Pen Company, and I merged that together for one video when I got these 3 additional colors. Then I also did another match swatch for my Calico Koi pen. That was fun. That pen is beautiful. And then, okay, had to think about it. This was the choice for my SD Cola. Which color was I going to put inside? And in the cola, I ended up putting this purple. And then lastly, so far for this month, because we're still in February, these are just some random swatches that I wanted to put down on paper just to get a better look at them. So yeah, like I said, I am having the best time in this journal. Happy that I'm doing it. Happy that I put this together. And I just think it's going to be a fun time. And so I have been enjoying that to the fullest. Also, I have my everyday carry right now, and it is my Sterling Ink A5. Sorry about the glare. Core planner, in which I took some paper and covered up the front. I'm going to have to slide that back over some. But it is the A5 Sterling Ink Core planner with the Cosmo Light paper. You've seen this before. You've seen the setup. Nothing has changed, including me still not knowing what to do with this page. My trackers are going well, other than every time I say I'm not going to buy a pen, I do. So I may need to change that up. And then my monthlies. Here was January. And then here is February. So from there, I'm going to flip through to the weeks. Here's what my January weeks look like. Remember, I was begging for snow, and boy, did I get it. Happy, but yep, I did end up getting it. And then this was the last week in January, moving us into February. That's what my weeklies look like. And then this is the week that we are in right now. So I am enjoying this as well, and I am enjoying the paper. Then if you remember the back, this planner only has about 23 extra pages in the back because, again, that's all I need. I don't journal in this. So I have to finish adding my monthly highlights from January. Um, have another wish list here. Now, I know if you're thinking, well, you got a wish list here. This wish list here is specifically about pens and inks. This wish list can be about anything stationery wise. So it may be a little different. My traveling plans, I have not put down the pen shows yet. All I have is the travel to London and Paris for this summer. Still trying to plan on that to see if we really are going to go. And by we, I mean my brother, sister in law, my nieces. That's my family. Um, and then a few video ideas. I need to do better about putting video ideas here because I have video ideas all over the place. I have them in my traveler's notebook, I have them in my think book, and then I have a few right here. But I need to concentrate on putting them here in one area. But a lot of times I'm sitting somewhere else in the house. This is not with me, but another book is. And I write it down then because I don't want to forget. And then I need to take the time to write down my home projects because I definitely know what they are. I just need to take the time to write them down. Okay. And then lastly is my actual journal. I got this trifold leather cover off of a shop on Etsy. I'll try to remember to put it in the description if you guys are interested in it. It was a very good deal, and I think it's very well made. Um, but the notebook I use, if you guys remember, I got betrayed by my original first notebook. So now this is a hemlock and oak grid notebook with my beautiful 5mm grids to handle my big writing. And so this is what the journal looks like. I did reorder the stickers. I was telling you guys I was going to reorder because I had them in the first journal where the paper betrayed me. So I did get new stickers to use in this planner, or excuse me, in this journal. So I will be doing that. But these are my January days. Then I move into my February days where I got the snow I asked for. And yes, this is how I journal. Now on this page, I had to remember that I'm always talking about my handwriting and lettering and practicing. So you'll start to see me change up a little bit and put some little practice headings within the context of the page. And that's me forcing myself. Because see, you see how it's just straight writing here. So that's me forcing myself to try to do what I say I like because I like how that breaks up the page sometimes. So you'll start to see a little bit more of that in my planners. I mean, in my journal. I apologize. I keep saying that. And then I do pre-decorate a little bit so that if I'm out and about and I feel the need to journal, I do have a page already set and ready. And so with me saying that, that should let you know that the stickers don't necessarily tell a story about what's actually written there. The decorations is simply for me to enjoy because I enjoy stickers. Okay, I think that is all I wanted to share in the books that I wanted to share. The only thing you did not see was my prayer journal because I still got to get that together. It's not quite the way I want it, so I'm still working on that. And I have not started a junk journal for this year. I want to start another one. I think I want to try a smaller size. I tried with the A5, and I told you about the girlies picking at me, telling me I had too much writing and all of their little rules, but we know there aren't any. But I say all that to say I do want to try it again, and I'm probably going to try it with a B6. So if and when I do that, I will definitely jump on and share. So yeah, that's all I wanted to talk about. These were all the books I wanted to cover today. And I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you enjoyed this flip through. I hope things are going well for you. And if they are not, please give yourself time and grace for them to get better, because I do hope and pray that they will. All right. So, with that being said, you guys know I'm going to ask you to love on your family, especially during this time right now. Keep them close. Tell them that you love them and mean it, and continue to enjoy your stationery, continue to enjoy all your planners, your journals, your inks, your pens, your markers. Remember, this is a hobby. This is something that we enjoy. This is something that we do for fun. So we shouldn't be having anxiety and getting upset about things. Enjoy your things, enjoy your stuff, enjoy your hobby. And until the next video, I'll see you guys then. Bye bye.